Hey, what is up guys? So not too long ago we just got the reveal of a brand new Spider-Man video game, a long time coming, from developer Insomniac Games, exclusive to the PlayStation 4. And naturally, the moment we get one thing and it's not even out yet, we want more, because that is our society, and of course we want more. So the next natural question was, hey Marvel, where's more Spider-Man games? And not even just Spider-Man, where is more Marvel games based on all of your superheroes? Now this is coming directly from Jay Ong, Marvel's Vice President of Games, and he says that Insomniac's Spider-Man game is just the beginning for Marvel's ambitious plan to bring its superheroes to consoles. And he says, when I joined Marvel 2 years ago, I came in with a mandate to usher in a new era for Marvel games. We have a treasure trove of the best superhero characters on Earth. What can we do with this to create a truly epic video game? And when asked if Spider-Man was a sign of things to come, he replied, oh yes, absolutely. We can't wait to tell the world about it. And of course, if you look at the last couple of years of Marvel games, you're going to notice that most of these have unfortunately been on mobile phone. Avengers Academy, Contest of Champions, Future Fight, and of course on PC we have Marvel Heroes, which is a game I do enjoy, but it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel like a true console AAA experience. None of those do. Now, he did go on to say that there are a lot of Marvel games planned for consoles, but he cannot mention a single thing about any of them. Of course, he did kind of just reiterate, and this is something we already knew, the Telltale Games, of course, the makers of The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, and the most recent Batman Telltale game, they are actually working on a Marvel game that will be coming out in 2017. And he did say that later on this year we're going to hear way more about the Telltale game from Marvel. Then he went on and said that Marvel wants to work with the best game developers in the business. Except this time with a difference. Unlike the previous shovelware we had where they were just slap a license onto everything, they are being extremely picky and being extremely passionate about who they are going to let actually produce these games so we don't get a bunch of crap again. I'm looking at you, Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Thor, and to an extent the Captain America game, which was actually pretty good and I did enjoy it. And he did go on and say that the movie tie-in model for video games does not work anymore, and that's not something they're going to be doing. So gone are the days of trying to get a shovelware game out just because a movie's coming out, specifically citing the Activision releases, which were on a yearly schedule. So obviously now I want to talk about some of my thoughts on this. Honestly, this is probably the greatest news you could get if you are a fan of Marvel and want video games. You know, for the last couple years, DC has really been killing it with the Arkham games, and that's really about it. They haven't had anything else worthy of note. They did a MOBA, which was pretty god-awful, and probably one of the worst MOBAs you could play on the market out there. And Batman has just been, you know, tried and true, and you know, outside of Arkham Origins, which got pretty trashed, which I actually enjoyed, you know, there hasn't really been much that they've done either. I mean, people have been asking for Spider-Man for a while, but they've also done Injustice. Marvel, of course, has had Marvel vs. Capcom, which is probably their most, you know, I would say accomplished and one that people like the most, but it's still not the level that most people want. We want games like Spider-Man to truly be like Spider-Man. So with this, I kind of wanted to just speculate on some of the games I would like to see. Maybe a Captain America I think would be very awesome. Thor I think paints himself easily for a video game. Hulk, nothing really you can't say there. Hulk, they had the Ultimate Destruction game, which I actually enjoyed. The Hulk game that was actually tied into the movie, which I still play. I own that game. I think it's actually pretty decent. It's a good Hulk experience. You're just going around smashing stuff. You can actually take down whole buildings. That's pretty cool. And along with a few other ones, I wouldn't mind seeing some sort of Avengers game, or maybe even a return to form and a reboot of the Ultimate Alliance series. Now I know people are going to say, why don't you just make Ultimate Alliance 3? And they can't, because that was a Activision licensed game, I believe. I think it was Activision. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it was Activision. So don't quote me on that. And those licenses all lapsed, and they're all going back to Marvel. Much like how the movie rights for a lot of characters reverted. They pretty much sat there collecting them back, and now they're going to part them off to some people. So hopefully they announce more stuff at San Diego Comic-Con and as the year draws to a close. And of course, if you guys want more info, just stick right here and we'll be covering it all.